again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hendy from AndroidAuthority.com, and in this quick video, we're going to take a look at the Android M preview. Okay folks, this video is going to be broken up into two parts. Part 1 will be the stuff I did see, and part 2 will be the stuff I can't see, but I know it's coming soon. Let's get right into it. So real quick, the first thing you'll notice is that Android M doesn't look all that different from Lollipop. It's more or less the same in the notification shade, the home screens, most apps, and in the settings. If you've used stock Lollipop before, you'll be able to easily find your way around. Some of the minor changes we noticed were some graphical changes in the app drawer to include letters for easier navigation, a do not disturb button in the notification shade, and the simplified volume, which kind of melts all the various volume modes into one thing, and it actually looks a bit more simple. In the settings, you can tap the Android version to get your background with a fairly nondescript M in the middle. If you tap it a bunch of times, a little dude will pop up all like, I don't know what's going on. I see what you did there, Google. No clues as to the name of Android M. In the developer options, you'll notice that you can now switch between a dark and a light theme. This is handy, although not the theme customization we were all hoping for. I actually prefer the dark theme. It's a little bit easier on the eyes. While we're in the developer options, you can now enable the system tuner, which allows you to rearrange your notification quick settings, including trashing them if you don't want them, and you can always reset if you mess up too bad. The new Google Now On Tap is in the M preview, kind of. For those who don't know, the Now On Tap is Google Now's new feature to ascertain what's going on and then give you suggestions based on that. The functionality is there, but the ability to use it is currently turned off for the time being. They'll turn it on eventually, I'm sure. Some other minor things you'll notice are some slight animation changes here and there. Keith Myers on Google Plus noted that on the Nexus 9, the notification shade will drop down in different places depending on where you slide it down for easier access with your thumbs. Little stuff like that is everywhere. For what it's worth, the new Google Photos application is included in the Android M build. In a weird role reversal, Josh Vergara is actually going to take a look at that application in another video, so keep an eye out for that. It is there and it is freaking awesome. The last thing I'll talk about here are the app links. During Google I/O, they talked about how applications will be able to take control of links to their content and automatically open their application for it. This is kind of included in Android M. As you can see, this Twitter link goes directly to Twitter without asking me first, and it's also there in the settings. It's a small thing, but it is there. Okay, I lied. There is one more thing. There is a thing called ignore optimizations in the apps section. From what I can tell, this allows applications to ignore battery saving optimizations and continue to function at full power. It may be part of the doze feature, I'm not quite sure. I do know that Google Play Services is turned on and locked that way, which I'm not happy about at all. The Google Play Store and Download Manager are also locked on. Here's the thing, folks, this is day 1 of the developer preview, so there are some things there and some things that aren't. Google will surely update over the course of the coming months as new features become available. The APIs are all there, but no apps use them yet, so it's kind of hard to look at the deeper features. With that said, let's get on to part 2. During my testing, I wasn't able to check out the new permission system because it's not available just yet. In this new permission system, you won't agree to permissions when you install applications, but you will agree to them when the application actually needs them, and you can approve or deny them then. However, part of this system is in the preview. You can go to the settings and check out which applications have which permissions, and then turn them off from there. So the backend is present, just not the Google Play Store part of it. You can in fact deny app permissions without root in Android M. Another feature I looked for and couldn't find is the Chrome custom tabs. This is a built-in version of the Chrome browser that app developers can add to their applications so they don't have to build their own in-app browser while still retaining the features of Google Chrome. During I/O, they showed it on the Pinterest application. As you can see, the version I have access to still uses their custom in-app browser, so that's something we'll see as more developers support it. Unfortunately, Android Pay is not in the developer preview. At least we couldn't find it. The tap and pay section is still in the settings, but it's essentially empty. There aren't any applications that use those features anyway, so it makes sense that Android Pay was not present. While I'm on the topic, I couldn't play with the fingerprint scanning capabilities either because they are also not included. Even if they had been, my Nexus 5 doesn't have a scanner, so I couldn't use it anyway. That's something that'll probably come in a future release. Whether or not the power-saving feature called Doze is here is unknown to me currently. I've had the preview installed for 3 hours now, but the phone has been on the entire time, so I haven't seen it yet. More testing will be needed to see if it's even there. Even if it is, it won't be all that useful for phones anyway. It's really more of a tablets thing. The last little bit that I couldn't find include the direct share and the new copy-paste that they mentioned in the I/O keynote. It's still the old copy-paste methods, and if direct share is there, I guess I haven't shared enough for it to pop up, or it's simply not there yet. That about does it for this video, folks. I'll leave you with one last thing, and that is that the preview works really well. I haven't had any system crashes or apps acting up except for the one thing with the system tuner. I only installed about 20 applications, so there are probably issues here and there that I don't know about yet, but moving around the interface is pretty slick, and I didn't find anything that warranted it.